Hey gamers, today we're looking at Orleans the Plague. Let's check it out. To set up for the game, you're going to put these 3 extra buildings in the game, which you're playing the Plague. You're going to start with this quarantine building. You start with a new stack of time events here. You're going to take 4 of the A's, B's, C's, and D's and stack them just like that randomly, and then discard the rest, but starting always with quarantine and then going back from there. You're also getting a new little community board here that do a few new things. This one gets rid of one of the coffin tokens from your bag or from your person and gives other ones. All the other players get one. This one lets you do one travel by river or road, but you cannot take the special good. And for this, a 4-player game, it says you need to fill up Alchemy 1 before you can fill up Alchemy 2. The rest of it's very self-explanatory. You have these coffin tokens that you're going to bring into the game. And of course, any one of these events will also, on top of things they're going to be doing in the game, they're also going to be adding coffin tokens to your bag, usually 1 or 2 at a time. So you will be getting these in the game. When you get them, there is literally nothing you can do with them. They just take up spaces in your market. Now, at the end of the round, you're welcome to take all of your coffin tokens and slip them out into your bag, but they do take up space within your market. To get rid of them fully, you'll have to do some indulgences here. And everyone starts with an A and a B that they can do. It'll just give you certain events you have to get rid of. So if I get rid of 1 wheat, I get 2 victory points, and I can get rid of all of my coffins that are there. You know, they're out in the market. If they're out in my bag and I leave them on the market and I do an indulgence, this does not count as an action. It's a free action you can take. Or another thing you can do is claim one of the public penances and try to get rid of some of the coffins. Now, when you want to do that, you have this new, everyone has an infirmary now for the price of 1 monk. They can claim one of those cards. You can't already have the benefits. So for instance, if I had already 2 sprockets on my board, I couldn't pick this one and activate it. If later on I lose a sprocket, which you can in this game, and then I got this one and then gained a second one, then I can play it, and that way I can eliminate all mine. Remember, playing them is free, and if you want to take more from either out here on top of the deck, you just put someone here from the infirmary and claim that card. You do have a little plague doctor. What he can do, he can move every round except for the first round. You can't use him, but he can move around, and he can count as any. He's a wild card. It even says right here he can represent any one on your board, so he can really help you out when trying to achieve certain actions. Now, the other thing is the rats. You'll shuffle this deck and deal out 3 rat cards in the game. Some of them happen at sunrise, meaning at the very beginning of the game. This is what will happen. Certain things will happen, or it'll be an ongoing event. And so just some 3 permanent events that will take place in the game. You'll just shuffle this and deal out 3. And of course, the game plays just the regular way. And this is Orleans the Plague. Final thoughts. What do you think about the game? Well, I love Orleans. And when I heard there's finally going to be an expansion coming out, I say, I got to get it. Now, unfortunately, it uses the cardboard token. So hopefully by the time this video is out, Board Game Geek will have their upgraded bits in their store, and I'll definitely buy those. I don't play with the cardboard tokens anymore. In fact, I had to dig through my closet to figure out where they were. They were in one of the old boxes there because I never play with the cardboard anymore. But for this expansion, I switched it out. It's fine. It makes the game harder. I guess if you're looking for a more difficult game, maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's the only reason you should get it. Orleans fans, I'm never tired of old Orleans. I can play the main game over and over and over again and not get tired. Still like one of my top 10, top 20 games every year. So I had to get it. It's nice. Will I play with it all the time? I don't know. Every once in a while, I guess, we'll play at least one game like this because it does make it a little bit harder. It does create a few more choices. Now you use the monk for this a lot instead of it being wild. You have a wild guy. This is the only reason that makes the game bearable because the game is super hard. You collect these coffin tokens a lot. And so you're constantly looking at penance things that you can do that can, like if I have one sprocket, I know I'm going to get another one, then I will go ahead and grab that one right now so that later on I can cure it. Now, the cool thing is, though, the harder the challenge, the more victory points you get. So it gives you some extra victory points. So that's not bad. That's not bad. And that's a free action is really good, too. So good and bad with it. They just wanted to up the game, I guess, of the regular Orleans, and they did that. But is it necessary? Is it a must? I don't think any of the expansions for Orleans or the promos are a must. But I do think the base game is fun, and this game is fun. If you like Orleans, yeah, sure, go ahead. All right, gamers, that's it for now. Until next time, game on!